Hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farm Sim 22. We are here, of course, in Edgewater, Saskatchewan. Oh, caca yourself. What a morning. I started recording this about an hour and a half ago, and something that I noticed when I was playing Starfield last night was for some reason my screen would flicker black for a tenth of a second, a half a second. Which, by the way, when you're in a major firefight with a bunch of pirates and your screen flickers black every minute or so, not good. No. So, I had recently, now I can't even think of the name of it, but I wasn't running on HDMI. I was running on the one that's a step up from it, because it's supposed to handle 144 Hz monitors better. But then I noticed that when I'd start up the computer, sometimes it wouldn't find a signal. So I'd have, wiggle the mouse or tap the keyboard, and most of the time it would. Sometimes it wouldn't. And I'd turn the monitor on, turn it off. At some point it would pick it back up and everything would be fine. I finally got a little fed up with that, as one can imagine, and switched to straight HDMI. Which modern HDMI, the new standard, whatever it is, will also handle 144 Hz. So no issues, no issues. And then, yeah, a couple of days ago, on HDMI, it started that weird flickering that I mentioned. When I logged in this morning, well, first thing I did was I reconnected my video card, like unplugged it, replugged it back in. Get back on the field. That could have been anywhere else, basically, dude. Anywhere else. Let's push you over here a foot. Look at that. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, I did all of those things. Checked for driver updates. The usual kind of things you do when you're having graphical issues. None of it helped. So what I eventually did was switched back to my old 24-inch monitor, my little HP, and it's actually a nicer screen. It's not as large, it's only a 60 Hz monitor, etc., etc. But so far, there seems to be no issues. And it was only in games. Like, I could sit online all day, watch YouTube videos, any of that sort of thing, at 1080p, so it's not like I was, decreasing the resolution to get that or something. So yeah, I'm back up and running, but it's on my old monitor, which is really a drag because that new monitor was not cheap. In fact, I did payments on it. But there you go. I don't know. I just don't know. Everything I looked at online basically suggested it was either, a cable issue, which I tried about a month ago when I first had the connection issues. I got a brand new cable and replaced it. A good one, made sure it was up to all of the modern standards for... Oh, come on. And all of that stuff, and yeah, worked for a couple of months, and then I started having issues again. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the next driver will alleviate it or get rid of it, or I really don't know at this point. But yeah, as I said, I am now up and running, albeit on a sort of a downwardly degraded, well, I guess degraded is always a downward, on a slightly degraded system. So, there you are, my news for the day. Hope everybody's doing well. It is a stormy Wednesday morning here on the beautiful Sunshine Coast of British Columbia, Canada. And as you can see, I am still baling straw. I finished off not only our little field at the side of the farm, but the one across the street and one more after that. So I think this and the one just up the road are basically it. Yeah. Because, yeah, I do believe we have one more field up the road. And let me tell you, we're not going to be needing straw for the rest of the year. Which is good, because this is the only crops we'll be pulling this year, of course. We're pretty much finished with the harvesting season. Well, we might have a couple of more contract harvests, but if so, we'll have to see whether we actually have the time and wherewithal to do them. They did really well, like I said. They managed to allow a ton of expansion to go on here. You know, a little bit of different gear and... okay, now it gets kind of weird, doesn't it? Yeah, let's go back to the other end. But yeah, do hope everybody's doing well, having themselves a fine Wednesday, or whatever day you're going to watch this. So again, a bale in just the absolute wrong place. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that was not only quite annoying, but I almost killed me a couple of times last night playing Starfield when the screen would suddenly go black. Like I say, it's not for a long time, but when you're in the middle of a firefight, you know, a few milliseconds is too long. Like, literally too long, man. Oh, come on, turn. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, I'm really kind of frustrated after that whole issue, believe me. So, if I'm a little off this morning, that's why. And it was an Asus monitor. You know, so I mean, you'd expect it to be reasonably good quality. But, yeah, I don't know. I started having issues with it. Within a month of plugging it in, it was starting to do that, where it wouldn't find the signal on HDMI. So like I said, at that point, I picked up a new cable, went through all of that, and then switched back to HDMI, and then one day decided to switch back. I can't remember the name of it. It's not DVI, that's the old one, but it looks like an HDMI cable, but it's got a bit of a square bit on the edge. On one edge is squared off instead of being completely round like a normal one. That's basically about the only difference. So, but yeah, at one point they were the only cable that would handle 144 Hz, but now HDMI standard 93.7 or whatever the heck it might be also handles it. Anyway, enough about my graphical issues. Talk about your first world issues, but yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating, especially when I kind of have to watch my, you know, gaming dollars, because it's not like my channel is paying for this particular hobby, let me tell you. So, once we get this done, I think the other field, I'm actually going to use the other system. We'll grab the trailer and the bit of weirdness, and we'll pick it all up and simply dump it into that silo. Because like I said, I think once we clear the fields I've already done, plus this one, yeah, I don't see us needing to go, oh no, I need to buy straw and it's not quite harvest. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a much bigger issue as to, well, you were cheap, you bought a little tiny shed, now you can't fit it all in. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. I'll tell you one thing, this is a clearer, brighter screen than the Asus ever was. Again, it's only a, 59.9 or whatever the heck they pretend 60 hertz is, but yeah, it's sure got a nice clear picture, just crystal. But I mean, I would expect my graphics card would be able to run this and that other monitor. You know what I mean? But it doesn't seem to be running that thing at all. But like I said, I've always had little bits of issues. Unfortunately, they're such a big company that when I complained to them about the issues, they basically just blew it off. You know, you're past your 30-day return with Amazon. You know, replace your cable and leave us alone. So yeah, I was not at all happy with their lack of giving a damn that their expensive little monitor didn't seem to meet standards. But yeah, I will not be buying their... I stopped buying their motherboards years ago, switched over to Gigabyte. I mean, they don't have the best of reputation when it comes to some things, but I've never gotten anything but a super solid motherboard out of them. I currently run a Z490 Vision. So, a little bit of a special board, but I got a really good deal on it. So, like about half of what they normally charge for the Vision series. And it gives me the perfect excuse to do the Stormtrooper. I have a white case, the board is white, black, and silver. I have, well, now back to my white-backed monitor. I have a white keyboard. I have a black mouse. You know, but etc., etc. The lighting is white, the whole 9 yards. And the 6650 XT, the video card that I bought about a year ago, that I just finally finished paying off. Yeah, that too was bought on payments because, like I said, I do have to watch my gamery dollars. I mean, so far it's performed well. It's not exactly a powerhouse compared to, you know, a lot of modern graphics cards. It is only 8 gig. It's not like 20, you know, or something. But at any rate, those are my woes and hoes for the day. Hopefully. I mean, it's, you know, not even 9 in the morning. Yeah, it's not like the fickle finger of fate can't poke me once more. And anyone that got that reference, oh my god, you're old. Indeed. The fickle finger of fate. So we'll finish these couple of rows here, and then we will go back, and I will hook up in our other straw gear. We'll grab the Super Sucker Upper and the trailer, and should be able to clear that field off, I would think. I can't see there being much more than 50K's worth on there. It's awful small. I mean, yeah, the contract fields I was doing, I was pulling, you know, $250,000 off it, but... And that's okay, because we don't need that amount. look at it as it's a free resource for what will hopefully be a lucrative winter venture as we make straw stuff. Yeah, I even checked to see if it was just Steam games that were doing it. I have a couple of Xbox games loaded as well. Tectonica, Forza 5, things like that. Forza Motorsport. And yeah, I was hopeful. Tectonica loaded, got into it, started walking around, and got about halfway through the cave complex back towards where my machines were, and flicker. Crap. So that's when I decided to just go with the other monitor. Yeah, I had hopes against hopes that it was just some weird setting in Steam. Because it, like I said, it doesn't happen on, anything else except gaming. So, but no, unfortunately, it seems to apply to all of it. Alright. Well, it's a reasonable little pile of bales. How's our flax fields doing? I believe this one beside us is one of ours. I love the little blue flowers. They are so distinctive. Nope, still growing. It must be a late autumn crop. Because we've only got a couple days left in August. Whoa. Well, that was definitely a bit of a spike. Oh, I even reloaded my graphics drivers. I checked for updates first, of course. And it said they were none available. And yes, traffic is back on. Seemed only fitting, now that we're not driving giant combines down the road. Because, yeah, unfortunately not everything is destructible on the sides of the roads. So you reach a point where if it don't fit, well, it don't fit. And yeah, after having a couple of, cars drive up between the header and the combine, because AI in this game is very impatient when it comes to driving. They believe they are so right that they can do no wrong. Now, one thing we will need to do here while we're thinking about it. Because who doesn't like to spend a good portion of their income on this in today's day and age? We need to refuel. So. $324. Well. After putting $1,500 in a combine, that doesn't feel like so much, does it? I won't go to the point of, oh, hey, not bad, because, yeah, it's still freaking terrible, but they do say all things are relative. Alright, let's, there we go. Goodbye. You have served us well. Now, do I have a front weight on? No, I don't. Good. I can see it sitting right there. So... don't want to pull too far back and crush our tomato boxes. Let's grab you. Nice. Okay. Ooh, I did not check the condition of the aminals today. So, before we zoom off to do that, let's poke our head at the chickens. You're okay, at least for a day or two. Let's hope you guys are okay, because I don't really want to have to detach all that stuff. Yeah, you're alright. Not great, but alright. Let's head out here. And you got lots of food, fair bit of water. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. You're producing wool. Nice to see. Okay. With that, I believe we're ready to go back to work. Okay. Oh. Apparently I didn't empty the actual machine. It holds 500 liters, which, I mean, is nothing, but... Alright, I also can't see out the window, so I think we'll need to stop for a little spray. Because, yeah, that's kind of... kinda bad. If you can't see out the windows, you probably shouldn't be driving the vehicle. Okay. Look at us go. Alright. Climb back inside. Oh, shiny. Looks good. Of course, you figure if you were going to sell straw, the animal dealer would probably pay a good penny for it. They got to feed their stock and bed them and do all that sort of thing. So. Alright, let's pop the pipe up for that guy. Two. Just a ton of firewood happening over there. I love it. Alright, here we go. Oh, nope. That wouldn't have been the way to go. No, sir. This is a mid-entrance, so... Alright, here we go. We don't need to worry about the back. Let's lower you down. Let's light you up. Let's suck up some straw. You see, it's one of the nice things is you don't have to worry about where the trailer is, like you do with a forage wagon. You just carry on. Top running speed, 25 kilometer an hour. Now, you can... Okay, we got all of it. But you can actually exceed its pickup rate. And then you'll notice it leaves some. It's really prevalent, for places where you've reached the end of a row with the harvester, so you've backed up to, right, get the rest of the straw to come out of the machine. Yeah, it'll occasionally skim over those because it can't collect it fast enough. So it'll take like the top layer, right? Yeah. So some of the fat sections, it pays to just take it a little easier. There we go, we're through it. See? It's not because that stuff was sticking too far out the side. It simply grabbed as much of that pile as it could on the first pass. Right, it's doing the same thing here. There we go. Is this still not adjusted right? I don't get it. I thought we got the 50,000 liter one. But we're at 48,000, we're only 30% there, so it looks like it's 150. That's just weird. So why would the next one be 200? I don't know. Does work awful nice though. Yeah, it looks like that's what it is. Looks like we've got 150,000. So, yeah, I don't know. That's a little cheaty for my taste, but I'm getting really tired of losing money on trading trailers. I must have just read the mod wrong. I thought that's what it indicated. Was that the regular one would hold 30,000, the extra large would hold between 50 and 200. And we didn't have any extensions, so it should have held only the 50. Maybe there was a change log or something. I didn't read any change logs, just the original mod description. Okay, here's a really thick piece. Now, see what happened when I just continued on over it? It took the top layer off and all of the lighter layers, and that's all it could manage. Whereas normally it just zing and right through it goes. Okay, that was the rest of that thick bit. And again, you just need to slow down a little and it'll pick it all up. No, it's actually set at 200,000. I don't get it. I'll have a look in the shop again later and try and figure out what the heck's going on. But I know I didn't pay for the extension. So... the only thing I can think of is, like I said, maybe there was a change log done to it where they decided they wanted an even higher original figure. So now maybe the low end is 200,000. But I'll give it one thing, it does make for a much quicker job having this high capacity. Especially doing a YouTube video. I don't have to waste time shuffling back and forth to the tip at the farm. We can just do the job and then take it home. Alright. We'll let the machine empty its 500 liters. There we go. And up it comes. Shut her off. Pipe down. Alright. There we go. 148,000. Dang, that's a lot of straw. Phew. Leroy has limed his field. Wow. So I believe that's it for straw things. I believe all of our fields have been destrawed. So I guess what we need to do is, yeah, not today. Tomorrow, which will be August the 8th in game, we'll lease the paddy stacker. I've decided if the AI is going to be mean to me, I'm just going to be just as mean to them. I will pull out when I need to pull out, instead of waiting for them. Ah, that's better. Nice smooth transition to the interior. Oh, and we're just in time. Like I said, I ask no quarter, I get no quarter. Alright, let's go tip this off. I guess if we were actually on it, it would go, hey, tip it. And we will. Alright. Suppose I could have just dumped this at the, there we go, we're over 1 million again. Right at the place. Let's go see how it's doing, shall we? Let's see if it's making baskets. The grass, it is a-growing. The pH is okay. Alrighty, here we go, and... ah, material's missing. Really? Oh. Well, I'm thinking I probably, should have dumped that here instead of there. Alright, well, let's top her up. Maybe I was wrong about how much straw that place could use. I guess we're not quite under the Well, sure we are. Wheat? No. There we are. It's the only thing in there. See, I think I did the obvious. We'll take this over and dump it in there. As you can see, they have already produced a bunch of product. I guess it's the only fast factory in the game. Alright, well, I'm not going to sit here for 2 or 3 months. Yeah, I think I am going to run a little road up along the edge here. That'll allow us to come up here. And hit those stupid hay bales. There we go. Oh, maybe it was water that it's missing. I never thought of that. Come on, give me the numbers. No, it says it's running now, so I guess it wasn't water. Oh, there we go. Straw X amount. Water, yeah, water's still good. So I take it I need to force spawn these, do I? Yeah, it's almost full. What's the most you can give me? There are 1,000, so we can get 4. Okay. That didn't go down at all. Two. Okay. Okay, what did I miss here? I moved that just in case that's where they're gonna spawn, where the tractor itself was parked. So, straw crates. Spawn items. How come this doesn't go up? What is this? Whoa. I don't know. I really don't know. Because, yeah, it's only got a capacity to store 5,000. It's got 4,000 now, so... Well, I don't know. Let's leave it for a little bit. Maybe it's got to tick the clock over and recognize what it's doing. I haven't got a clue. Oh. Okay. That's fine. It's not like I can't back it in. Yeah. Good thing it fits in these sheds. I suppose I could have lowered it down, but... yeah, it doesn't really take it down that much, does it? Well, it might have been enough. I don't know. Might have. Alright. So, I guess that should pretty much cover it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go drive up and park at the shop. That way when we start tomorrow, we'll be able to just pop over to the tractor, lease ourselves a plucker of bales, and go out and do that. Oh, what do I see? I see more straw. Ah, okay. I did not realize that. It looks like I've actually got one more field to do. Well, it doesn't really matter. Again, we're just going to be picking it up and throwing it in the silo or right into the shop. The production place, either way. But there we go. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Sorry about all the complaining at the beginning, but it is so frustrating when things like that happen, you know? I mean, it's well past the point where I can return it, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's fine. It just doesn't like me. Or my computer. Take care of each other, folks. Please hit that like button. And ciao for now.